post-war classics now entering the arena. This could be fun, couldn't it, David? We can go on a nostalgia trip together. Yeah.
And find a chair somewhere. Yeah. Take a look.
Well, David, I just teased you and said we go on a nostalgia trip together, and you did say to me, how come, because you're a little bit older than me, but I definitely don't remember the first car, although I do remember the second car in the parade. Folks around the arena, David's keeping the microphone closed at the moment, because he's getting fed up of me. But this goes back to what we were saying earlier about this show being all about history across the decades and even the centuries, in that what we have running around in front of us here, sometimes maybe 20, 30, well certainly 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, if you came to the county of Salop Raleigh, the chances are you may well have travelled in one of these vehicles, as I can see coming around. Vauxhall Viva, Ford Fiesta, I mean those are things that I remember, but there's a Metropolitan going past in front of us now, Austin Metropolitan, 1957. But then a V-Reg, V-Reg number 70, thank you, V-Reg Fiesta. Let me guess, have they all swapped them round? Have you all been bad boys? Yeah, 1970s, down as being a Saab. Well, that's the funniest looking Saab I ever did see.
It's a VW 1500 Fiat Carrera.
We're now having a bit of a conflab in the commentary point to make sure we actually get the right details of what each car is. And
playing the guessing game.
Yeah, there's Morris 1000 there in front of us there, the ubiquitous Moggy Minor. Man waving, hello man waving. In your Fiat 850. The Ford Escort. M-Reg, that very distinctive exhaust note from that.
Number 64, a 1971 MG Midget Sports UNT 302J. There you go. Shropshire registered vehicle again.
One for the Wallace and Gromit fans, the Austin A35, Marion and John Davis of Oswald Street. I like these guys, they're all waving at us. Vauxhall Cresta, Rod, thank you.
37 Cresta, yeah.
Oh, BMW convertible.
2002. One of my second or third car.
All the way from Montgomery, nice one.
We got one. It's probably a bubble car of some sort. Peter Davis owns it, so there you go. You never know.
It's not quite my era, that.
No. Oh, there we go.
He's got the nodding dog on the back seat of this one. The back window.
We've got the
Cortina
GT. Part of the family, which included loads of Cortinas. And then you've got a GT6 Triumph Spitfire.
And a bubble car, how wonderful.
There you go.
I've seen one of those mounted on railway tracks. It lives not far from Oswestry now. It's a little narrow gauge railway.
We have this lovely DS21, a Citroen.
That wonderful Gallic suspension as it wallows round the bends.
That's it, that's it. 1972 AUF, that's the one, owned by Mr. Greenwall in Stafford. And then the old MG. And then we've got a Nissan Datsun.
That's quite fun, isn't it?
That's it. Very sought after car.
Yeah. We got commentary going on from some of the drivers as they go around telling us about the car in front.
We think they've had a bit of a number swap between them. They're trying to confuse
Not all of
us.
them. So this Plymouth in front of us is genuinely a Plymouth satellite station, right? Left-hand drive. Then another bubble car there in front.
Another bubble car.
The old BMW.
Yeah, old BMW, that one. Yeah,
great fun.
Lovely. And then we have the ubiquitous Morris Minor 1000.
There we go.
You saw them everywhere. I passed my test on one.
Did you really?
I did. HNT 114D, that was the registration number. And the very next...
Morris Oxford there, also from the same family. A Ford Capri, A-Reg Ford Capri. You know, I had one of those, I had two of those as match.
A local car, A498 BUJ, supplied by Furrows, and it's a 2.8 injection.
I do
Classic.
marvel
Classic.
at your understanding of these folks.
Yeah, and there's a
Somebody-
lovely,
Yeah.
lovely company. And then the MGB GT open top tourer that we've got now. Loads of those made, and of course the very famous one, the MGB V8. So
Another Volvo.
the Simon Templar, isn't it? Is
The
that?
Saint. Lovely.
Yeah. And then a Simca.
Simca. Yeah. That's
Look at that.
not usual to see a Simca so
No.
much on the field these days.
In
You do
original
wonder-
condition, by the look of
You
it.
do wonder how many are left. I know there's that website, isn't there? How many are left? But
Oh, now that is rare. That Corsair is rare. It's a convertible. It's not made by Fords. It's made by somebody else. Crayford, that's it. You've got it. It's a GT as well. So top of the range there. I'll knock it down at 1500. Anybody's money. Now we have the Bentley, a lovely period car, which has what Mr. Blackmore would describe as a leg over door. Which is, it hasn't got a door, you have to climb into it. Very, very rare-bodied S2 Bentley. And it's going to try and put it back to what it should be, but there you go. And then we have the nice little Mini.
Mini Cooper, that one.
Yeah, Mini Cooper, DDOD, Spalding, Lincolnshire registration. The
Ford
Escort,
Escort. Ford Escort. Steady on. Catch up.
1300L, our section secretary from the commercials who owns that and is driving it. Bless him. He's about the only one that fills the sheets in and gets the descriptions for us.
Austin Healey just gone past.
Austin Healey 3000, or was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Another Morris 1000, then we have KW 373 Sunbeam, which the old Talbot 90, which was very popular, a lovely two-tone condition there. And of course we have the Go Fast boys in their RS 2000, worth more than a tractor now, aren't they? Yeah. Then the Wolsey, the little family car. My father used to call it the bank manager's car because he had one.
Oh, they would be, wouldn't they? Yeah.
No 9NT, nice Shropshire registration again. Here we go, the 1600 Sport, Escort, another.
That is very much my era, those.
There you go.
Then the Jag.
The Jag.
120.
There you go. That's the bank manager's best friend, the bank robber. So there you go. Now 85 or 8S. It is. Nobody could tell me whether that's the right chrome strip or it just had a Palace line on it. Oh, it is. Just put a thumb up there.
Yeah. Got that
Yeah.
one.
All right then.
Ford Pop.
Or top. And now we have the BMC range of the Wolsey, the Austin Cambridge, the Morris Oxford. They were all the same. Is that?
Yes, royalty in that one.
Yeah, loyalty in that one. The
Give
way they
him a
wave.
wave.
They wave like me.
1952 Morris Oxford there.
Yeah.
Also part of the wedding party or the royal party. We give them flowers.
Still making it to you, yeah. And here we are, the Singer Vogue. I had a Humber Sceptre exactly the same, ENT 601.
Now look at this coming up behind that. I never thought I would see one of those.
Oh, there you go.
I waited for hours at Stratford-on-Avon Woolies for the Matchbox one to come out of that,
That's the gear.
isn't it?
Sierra.
Ford Sierra, brand new, first model 1985, magic. E-reg there.
Would that be a 2.3 engine?
Yeah.
Or Virgin.
And
Yeah.
the Ford Capri there, 1972, that one. That's the same orange as my Matchbox model.
Good God, ED.
The bonnet came the
Warrington.
same way.
There you go, WAW45, little mini minor, I presume. Was it named that, or it's just a Morris mini
That's
minor?
a mini minor. We got another one that says Austin 7 on the back, which
Yeah.
reminds you of the lineage of it.
There you go. There's my man, he's come to fetch me.
Go on then.
Big chauffeur. I will go in a minute, don't you worry. It's the opposite direction to the bar.
1966 Moggy, 4-door saloon there.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Jensen Healy.
Yeah.
What a machine.
The big 6, isn't it?
Yeah. Morris 1100, I think my uncle had one of those.
hydroelastic suspension, as I call it. Then the Stag, Triumph Stag, very nice too. And then my grandson driving his daddy's car, his 350 SL, poor old dog in the back, getting plenty of dust down his neck. Anyway, Triumph Herald, they were known not to last, they rust like a bucket, wouldn't they? They were
That one's still going.
terrible. Oh, here we go.
Rolls Royce Silver Spirit. See, that's my granddad there.
There you go.
My granddad always wanted a Rolls, so we bought him a Corgi.
And then,
there,
of course,
Lotus Esprit, what a
Yes.
machine.
that's another rare car, isn't it? Don't see many of those about. Then the Citroen,
Traction Avant, is it? Ford Consul.
1954, yeah.
Yeah, Ford Consul
That's
there.
the one. Left-hand present ownership for 8 years. Peter Griffin skills. Another MGB, or MG, should I say?
No, Rover, sorry, Rover P4, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, Rover 2000.
P6
P6.
SC. In other words, the 2-litre model. From the Daimler, UJW 676.
There's always something regal about a Daimler, I thought.
Yes. The name more than anything brings it on.
Austin A30. Everyday car for so many. As was the Morris 1000, another one.
Another Morris 1000.
And that's not to say there's anything wrong with having a Morris 1000. I think they're very characterful, lovely little cars.
There's one thing, yeah.
You see, you do all your registrations. This one's a Warwickshire registration in front of us here. It's Reliant Scimitar.
Yeah, no, it's similar.
UE.
Quite a 1967 early model because there's no chrome on that.
Yeah.
No chrome at all. There we go, look at that, eh?
Rover.
Ooh. Now we come to the Austin.
Austin 16.
Yeah. Big old bus, that plenty of room in the back. Look at that, eh? And then of course we got our MG Saloon.
Are we going to fit all this lot in, do you think, David?
Yeah, you just have a look at those 50s cars. Look how much room you've got in the back.
No, I meant, are we going to get all these cars in the arena?
We're going to try to. Rover 3.5,
Well,
V8.
you just missed the Triumph Toledo as well.
Yeah.
They keep coming.
There you go, J-Reg. Margaret Thatcher car. Prime Minister had one of those.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Then we've
Furry
got
dice there.
Vauxhall Classic. What do you call it? The Lux or... Come on, I'm looking for the help.
Well, there's a Rover going past now.
Rover 95. J-Reg, which would be a 4-cylinder. Then of course we got the
1990 Mini.
Mini. Is that a Cooper though? No.
No, it's a straight Rover Mini, that.
It is. And then the Triumph, Dolomite, 1600. Very, very popular. Now this is the van we were looking for to come into the arena. Mr. Sheldon there, light haulage, to compare with the modern Transit, that's all. There you go. He is the pickup.
Austin.
Austin Somerset pickup, or Austin A30 pickup, we call it, wouldn't we? I had the Austin Somerset car, one of the first ones. Now the workhorses that everybody produced. You've got the Land Rover, which would be a Series 2, would it? Get that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, B.
Probably a petrol fire engine.
Yeah. And then another Series 2, H registered, with a canvas top, truck type body, 90-inch wheelbase, yeah?
Yeah. And there's another rare survivor, I'd say there, that Bedford.
Yes, I would, 2 Bedford CF.
No, what? Having said that,
Yeah. You need some inspiration to buy a thing like that, but that's beside the point anyway. My own personal
they'll
opinion.
take offence.
I don't want people to take offence now. And then the Carter's Circuit of the Morris 1000 van. There you go. Got one of the horses on top. He looks like a real one actually, but I don't know.
It's a fairground Gallopers horses.
Yeah. The Series 1, GAW.
1949, that one.
That's it. That's I've got the pulley look.
Take one of those home tomorrow.
That's it. Then you've got the later one. The truck
Series
still
2, 88 inch.
open canvas top. Looking well. There you go. And then we've got still another one, MAW 779, number 9 in your programme.
Yeah, 1955.
That's it.
Mr. Robinson at Whitchurch, nice to see you.
That's it.
That lovely paintwork on that. It's not overdone, it's just nicely presented.
As it should be.
And this one's happy to see you, David. Look,
He's got
it's got googly eyes.
happy headlights on him.
Nice one. Flying the flag for the Rover Series 1 Club.
There you
Nice
go.
one.
Ready for the hot weather with everything wound down.
The Series 2A just gone past with a hard top.
Hard top. That was interesting. He did have a swig of Fosters then. Now then the Chevrolet.
That's nice.
Chevrolet van, 3100 yellow.
Now, will you look at this
Nice
one
then.
though? When was the last time you saw a milk float on a rally field? That is awesome. Thank you very much for bringing that, because
You've taught everybody a lesson. We were using milk carts in the 60s and 70s, possibly in the 50s. Milk floats were made in Shrewsbury. Electric ones were.
Yep. Electric vehicles are nothing new.
Nothing new at all.
Hundreds, if not thousands of them across the country delivering milk at 3 o'clock in the morning. It was the
Correct.
noise that you grew up with.
One of those things. But we got the jerry can van.
It's a Dodge, I
There
think.
must be something
It's a Dodge Custom van, according to the
dodgy.
Dodgy. I'm not sure you can say that.
The
to
name
driver
on the
Dodgy.
front
No,
says
no, he's
everything.
offering you a jelly baby. We'll come back for that later.
Yes.
Is that nice Series 1 that joined us for the 70-year lineup?
My
as well?
goodness me, don't touch it anymore. You've done enough.
Then the half-timbered Morris 1000.
That's it.
Mock Tudor style motor car.
ONC again, Shropshire registered. Nice to see so many locally registered cars from Shropshire at a rally, and lorries obviously.
There's a Perkins diesel engine landing
Is
with
it?
a hard top.
Oh, it's got the little Perkins proper, that's
Yeah.
the proper Land Rover.
It is proper job. Nice to see that.
Yeah. I remember Ford,
Ford 10s, isn't it?
Banks, Fabrications from Shrewsbury. XVJ, that'll be Herefordshire registration.
The Series 2 coming past
Brian
us.
Smith, you started our rally, our working field down there with this Land Rover. Not in the best of health, but here today.
Petrol Range Rover, presented in memory of Joan and Landy Lawley. Landy Lawley, of course, was a big man with sawing and wood cutting. Lovely to see.
That was the original car, wasn't it? The old Ford Transit. There you go with the tipper.
That's nice to see, isn't it?
Favourite of people who travel the globe, but that's all I'll say.
Yeah, Ford Transit family was massive, and the legacy is huge.
And then our little minivan, there must have been millions of those.
He's bringing in the jelly babies, look!
Oh,
We've done so rubbish this afternoon for cups of tea, beer, scones, strawberries and cream, and this man is bringing us a jelly baby. Thank you so much. Oh, Tom, very much.
well, we've had some things, but that beats it now, that does.
I do wonder, David, if he's trying to shut us up.
Yeah. Archetypal Ford. A lot of utility companies, post office, etc., had that type of Ford E-Series van. Now,
You've lost something, David. The jelly babies. We're passing them round. We're passing them round the commentary box here. David's now passing the jelly babies round to anybody who will come.
back. I know. Anyway,
And it has succeeded in shutting us up. Phil, have you got one?
I must say thank you for everybody for being so kind to us in our very unprofessional and amateur way.
Who are you
I go
calling
about it.
professional amateur?
Me.
Oh, get on. I'm worse than you are.
Well,
Oh,
anyway,
yes, we are. Oh, no, we're not.
we make a good team. Whatever.
It's behind you. That's made you look, isn't it? There will now be a short moment while the commentator composes himself, smacks me around the ears, and decides what he's going to say next.
I had decided what I was going to say next, but I've forgotten now, so that's that.
I bet it was rude.
I'm just looking across the front of here, and I've been quite fortunate enough to own very nice cars, but the ones that come to mind and the rare ones are the BMW 2002. You may have a convertible there, but I had a saloon VUJ 120J. Excellent little car. Used to boil its head off sometimes, but there you go. We've seen Ford Escorts, we've seen the sporty ones, we've seen the mundane 1300s, the family car. We've seen the Vauxhall Crestas and the Veluxes. And of course, you've seen the archetypal Morris Minor. There must be 7 to 10 of those here today, but they are, and they were, affordable, family little cars. Then if you wanted some more luxury, you had a shooting brake. The Woodies, we called it. And now comes back, there you go, the VW sporty little car, HMP 704.
That's the gear, isn't it, that one?
Yes, it is. And then the little Ford Astra.
I'm just going to go gooey about the Viva, because that's the first car I remember of my parents. Mum and Dad, I know you're on the field, there's a Viva here, and it's the year after ours. Isn't that lovely? There we go, he's telling us, he's taken the badge off that says Fiat 600. Yeah. Sewing machines, my mum used to call them. Very distinctive noise. Then there's Ford Escort, beloved of rallying as well. I can remember as a student being down in Aberystwyth and watching the planes rally. Missed a number of tutorials because I was going out chasing them around the stages, but brilliant to see.
And what I always liked about Austins, they kept to that little badge on the boot of every car, Austin of England. Very, very good. There's my little BMW. You ought to be locking that up tonight, sir. And then Peter Davison is, is it a Skoda, Peter? I can't remember. It's not, no, I don't.
You'll find out for tomorrow, you will be told. We will be told.
And then we've got a little two-door GT Ford, V-Rex 1964, Spitfire. Here comes our little
CIZ, isn't it?
bubble car, and the great big Citroen, like a floating palace.
I think the marvellous thing about the classic car it's about display here is we get 2 bites of the cherry to look at them again, because there's so many of them, they're all lined up and now they come out. Go on.
There's our film star's car. Simon Tempter is the white one, isn't it? Simon Tempter, or what, am I thinking of the right person? Or even James Bond. Can't remember now.
You're styling yourself there, David.
There he goes, he's just giving you a flash, look.
Nice one, thank you.
Bless him. And then we come to the sedate way to travel. You know, the big limousine, and then you said this was a Plymouth, didn't you?
Yes, yeah, proper US car with a left-hand drive there. Look at the size of that. I wouldn't
I think it's longer than a lorry, isn't it?
Yeah, whereas you go from the sublime to the wonderfully sublime there of the BMW. I can't call it ridiculous, it's such a lovely little vehicle, but you could turn that on a sixpence. Mr. Llewellyn there, with his Morris 1000.
Lovely little Morris, yeah. I think he's been welding that for about 8 years so far. So.
Well, there's hope for me yet with my Land Rover chassis. Practice.
And then one of my little favourites is a 2.8 injection I.
The Capri with a power bulge in the bonnet.
Correct.
Yeah. And that Mini over there, he's plated up as an Austin 7, so let's not forget the lineage there as well.
And that would be the RXC 763J on the Wolseley. That would be a dealer's car or a demonstration model, I'll tell you that now.
How do you know that then, David?
Because RXC was the registration for British Leyland dealers.
Right, okay, so wherever you were in the country, you saw one of them.
Charles Clark. And they were all RXC. And I believe it was Warwickshire or somewhere around Birmingham. There's a tenner on that. All the nice people drive a Volvo. Did you notice they wave?
And everybody's waving. They're all so friendly and happy and lovely.
And
But who wouldn't be
gang.
lovely? The sun is out.
Made lots of new friends today, especially our Grenard. Of course.
Put your teeth in. There's our friends with the Bentley again.
With the Bentley, yeah.
What an afternoon for it.
Yeah, what an afternoon. You're getting a picnic out in a minute. I can imagine what's underneath that tarpaulin at the back.
Was it piano?
No, it won't be food.
The licensed Bentley.
And then,
There, see the sliding windows in the front of that Mini.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't always have wind-down windows in our cars.
and number 82, I think it's his age, I'm not sure.
Oh, you'll pay for that.
Lewis Weaver and his lovely little Escort. And then Austin E3000 wire wheels, a proper business. OEP Montgomeryshire, over the border. Nice little Morris Minor. And your Talbot.
Now he's got the door hanging open on this Escort now.
Is he going to make a hasty retreat, do you think?
I don't know, it's sort of for cornering. I do remember seeing one of those coming up on the plains rally through Sweet Lamb with these navigators sitting on the bonnet to give him extra grip on the corner. Crazy.
You know, they all had nicknames, poor old Morris and Valen, didn't they? And was this the land crab?
Yes,
That was the land crab, wasn't it? I can remember that. And they made them in Wolseley's, Austin, Morris, didn't they? And all the derivatives. And I can remember one of my drivers having one of these for years. And he always washed it and polished it most weekends, and it's probably still about somewhere. Excellent condition. Lovely little thing. And then, I shan't make the same mistake again. It is a Singer Vogue, not a Humbus. And then, of course,
there's your Ford Sierra. What a
Sierra. Yeah, I have the later one actually.
That's when you do start to feel very old, isn't it? When you see things that you remember being new. And even for me at 48, thinking, really?
Mature in years, we tend to say, yeah. Mature.
Is that what it is? No, I shall never be mature. It's what they say, is it growing old is mandatory, growing up is optional.
And there you see, you have an Oxford registered Morris 1000 EWL. You probably don't ask me about this number plate thing. Well,
I was going to say, have
plate.
you got an encyclopedia?
I have a number plate book, and I've always referred to it. Once I know the two digits, the last two digits of the three, I know exactly where it's from. Here we go.
The guy, PY,
I hope you've still got the dog with you. You haven't grappled him. No, he's still there. Hi, Archie. Talking to the dog now. Those little 360 SLs, they're about, there's plenty of them, and I wouldn't say they're for nothing, but they're a decent little, you know, nice classic car to start with. I was surprised how cheap, you know, they are. There you go. Here we come, the Triumph Herald. My God, if you had a Vitesse, you were coming up in the world, weren't you? The bigger engine. But this thing, I think it was injected with bugs before it left the factory, because they used to rot pretty badly, didn't they, on the wishbones? Terrible things. Our ring organiser or area manager is holding the job up again, I can see, so he's only got himself to blame if we're late. There you go. On the roller, sedately going out of the ring. No recognition of anybody else. Keep yourself to yourself, that's it. Well done.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
License to Thrill, 007, the Lotus Esprit.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
very much so.
It was one of those where the fins came out the side and it went underwater, didn't it? That's the one. That's the Esprit with the missiles out the back.
Yeah.
I was watching.
Here's my little Dolomite. Is this a Dolomite Sprint or just a Dolomite? Triumph Dolomite.
I'm trying to tell you, but
You're not getting through to me. I haven't got many perception skills. I don't think it is. Toledo.
Yes, Toledo.
The early one. Toledo, yeah. MG. A nice little smart MG there. GDA 639C, registered in the Black Country.
Your Rover 2000.
There's another XC there.
Yeah.
Naval registered vehicle. Here we go again. Another Morris 1000. You can have any colour as long as it's black. Oh, Henry Ford said that, didn't he? But, there you go. And the nice Reliance Scimitar. Very plain, tasteful little car, look at that.
Go on then, what county is that? I've told you already.
Birmingham.
Warwickshire, yeah.
Yeah, Warwickshire, Birmingham. And then Cambridge, yeah.
This is a good game, ladies and gentlemen. Is he going to get the registration right on every vehicle this afternoon? I think he probably could.
Missed this one. The LM would be London, I think.
Between David and Phil, I think they've got
MOL at Birmingham.
They've got this wrapped up.
Yeah. XE. Yeah. As I say, I think Margaret Thatcher's was the same colour. She was what, royal blue or a nice light blue when she was in power. Sussex, isn't it? Then NK, that's a London registration, BNK 219A. That would be a 95, and I think it may be a 6-cylinder. Is it a 6-cylinder? 6-cylinder? Yes, thank you. Thought it was.
Yeah, we're trying to work out the registration of Reggie.
Reggie? He's probably from...
Reggie was Roland Ratt's brother, but, you know. I think he owns...
978 XLM, come on. Correct. DLE. I'm still thinking. And just remember, when you see some of these Leyland made cars, they have got the Leyland round all on them, as we call the badge on those wheel discs has got the Leyland badge on, and it's also got the Leyland square badge on the wing. A very important departure from what they call multi-make model segregation in Leyland. They started to badge them. It's here somewhere. Okay, he's going to play with his siren. He's off somewhere. Staffordshire registration. GAW again. Look out, he's got the circus on tow. Carter's Royal Berkshire Steam Fair. OD must have conked out or something. Nice Derbyshire registered 80-inch wheelbase Series 2. There you go, children, ride carefully, look after yourselves, please. LCO 516H. Another 80-inch wheelbase with a canvas top. Looking very resplendent there. Very nicely done, Land Rover. Very much in taste, no fancy work. And then our CF, which I wasn't very kind about, they weren't very kind to us at the time, so just unfortunate how you find some of these how these little commercials work, but there you go. We've got a few Land Rovers coming by now, Series 1s and 2s. Then our Coke, our EP is, what's wrong with you thinking? And our co-commentator's favourite van, the Chevrolet 3100. I think that would donate the edge. 3,100 or so. It is a nice car. Yeah. Now then, see if we can get a pint of milk.
Oh, he's gone to get the milk order in already. That's it. He's put it in for tomorrow morning.
Tony, arena manager, please, could you report to the commentator's office?
He's
The boss commentator would like a word.
Superseded. It's all right.
There you go. Look at that. an ex-Unigate milk float, off on his way now. Here's the sweetie man. Please be careful with the orange van. He's giving sweeties away again. And of course ONT, Shropshire registered 781G, the Woody, as I call it, the Morris 1000 Traveller, as it was named. VAX 508, number 19 in your programme, the hard-top 80-inch Perkins engine Land Rover. Then your little Ford Pop van, it's a super one, owned by Mr. Banks of Shrewsbury, a fabricator. Then Brian Smith in his little Series 1, bless him. And then the little Ford E-Series van, which is owned by, well, was owned by the South East Gas Board, mainly used by utility companies. A real firm favourite because it was a standardised sort of thing and you could get it repaired. Well, a Ford fix or repair it daily, was it, or something? And then we came, the Americans, the lovely little military Jeep itself, all right? Over here, overpaid, obviously, and that sort of thing. CUX 889C, Shropshire registered minivan again, probably supplied by Kennings or Charlie Clark's, depending who's the dealer at the time. Nice Range Rover belonging to the Lawley family. I think it's still with them, I'm not sure. So I know Landy used to have that. YOD 245K, your nice little transit tipper. Everybody has a transit. Well, there you go. Now then, your turn, the assistant.
Whatever I am, voice on the end of the stick.